you. I think I'm most excited for Saaho because we are getting so much love from all the fans from the south and from the north and from all over the place, almost all over the world. Everyone's super, super looking forward to seeing Saaho, and I think that makes us most excited.
जेनिफर किस तरह का रोल में दिखने वाली है? जेनिफर रोल का नाम किस
Mhm.
तरह का किरदार है आपका?
I play the role of Jennifer, and it's my first action role that I'm playing. You've probably seen me in a lot of comic roles and comedy movies, dramatic rom-com movies. But this is the first time I get to play an action avatar, and the first time I had to be a more mature, tougher character on screen, and it's all thanks to my director Sujit, who brought it out of me, and of course my awesome co-stars from, of course, Prabhas, to Neil, who I've spent most time on screen and shooting with, to help me get into a new character like this. It was definitely a challenge, and I hope all of you will like it.
सुजीत न्यू डायरेक्टर हम बोल सकते हैं उन्हें इंडस्ट्री में किस तरह का एक्सपीरियंस उनके साथ में रहा?
Even though he's very young, he's not very new. I feel like he's done so many of his own work already that he really knows what he's doing. He's super professional, and he knows like a lot of technical things that I was super impressed with, especially at such a young age to take on such a big project. Hats off to him. He's also written the script for the film, which is brilliant because I have no idea how it ends. And I think most actors who are part of the film were called for a specific part of the film. And so all of us are still looking forward to seeing the overall movie and to see how the script is going to play out. It's got so many twists and turns. It's definitely going to be super entertaining for everyone to watch. So enjoy Saaho this weekend with us.
प्रभास किस तरह का एक्सपीरियंस उनके साथ में रहा? 4 साल के बाद प्रभास रिटर्न आ रहे हैं।
Shooting with Prabhas was super nice because he's a really nice person. He's super humble, he's fun, he's an absolute gentleman. So shooting with Prabhas was very nice. And of course for me, who's been a fan of Bahubali, it was also a little bit of a fan moment, shooting with Prabhas. But yeah, I hope many more films to come, and you always see each other again in this industry, so it was great shooting with him.
मूवी चूज करने के पीछे कुछ खास वजह? मूवी चूज करने के पीछे कुछ खास वजह?
So when I choose my films, I usually go for comedy movies because that's my favorite genre. And so I take all scripts, I consider all scripts, and we read all the scripts that we get. But yeah, I usually choose the comedy films. Except for this one, Saaho, I decided to take on the new challenge and do an action movie, action thriller, spy, suspense movie, which was super fun. And I love being part of multi-star casts and films because it's just so much more fun to watch when there are so many fantastic actors in it. And in the end, you want to make a great project. You want to create a great film, and you want the audience to enjoy it. So I hope that with Saaho we will have achieved that, and all of you will like it.
श्रद्धा भी डेब्यू कर रही है अब किस तरह का लैंग्वेज को लेकर कितना तकलीफ हुई है?
So for me, because I've done so many Hindi films in the beginning when I didn't know Hindi yet, it was a similar experience with Telugu. Again, a new language that I had to learn from scratch because I had never spoken Telugu before. And so yeah, it was a challenge, but it's possible. So.
श्रद्धा को कुछ तकलीफ नहीं हुई?
No, so basically because we have so many different characters in the film and so many twists and turns, we barely get to shoot with all the characters. And Shraddha and my part are very separate in the film, so we didn't get to shoot so much. We got like a couple of days only. So, but yeah, it was nice.
Huge cast है, ऑफ स्क्रीन किस तरह का माहौल है?
So again, because the project is such a big budget project, it's all about getting the actors for a specific time, and you don't really cross so many actors in one shooting schedule. So because it's really difficult to get all these actors into one place at the same time. And so we didn't get to shoot with everyone at the same time, but we got like, I had times when I was shooting with Mandira and on the same day, and with Prabhas, and mostly with Neil, and then Shraddha was there, and It's great to meet each other and to work together. So, yeah, I love multi-stars. It's always more fun to have more people on set.
अच्छा एक्शन करना कितना मतलब आसान रहा या फिर मुश्किल?
In Telugu?
ये हिंदी एक्शन भी करते हैं ना?
Oh, yeah, I play obviously Jennifer, as the name suggests. She's not from India, so it's fine.
अच्छा लैंग्वेज डब आपने की आपकी अपनी
Yes.
ऑन आवाज में या फिर?
Yes, it's all like it's usually me who dubs my films, especially. I think my fans after Ye Jawani Hai Diwani and like Yariya, my fans actually recognize and love me for my accent as well. So I'm always working on my language skills, but I feel like keeping my accent in the roles that I play gives the character a little bit more depth and authenticity. So again, there will be an accent, but it's part of the role.
How was the working with experience with the Jackie sir and Chandru Pandey? They are very senior actors.
Yes.
How was the experience with them?
Oh, I'm so happy to be a part of a project with them, but I didn't get to shoot with them. So you will see in the film, of course, it looks like we all shot on the same day, but that's movie making.
तो मैम कहना कि धूम की तरह नहीं लग रही फिल्म की धूम फिल्म में देखी है धूम सीरीज देखी हमने वैसे ही
हाँ.
कुछ प्रोमो में देख लग रहा है कि धूम की सीरीज लग रही है.
Well, that's your opinion. If you think it looks like Doom, I don't think so.
How was the experience with Prabhas? He's a big, he has a huge fan following. in
Yes, he
South,
does. He
and,
does.
Way he charming. He has.
Yeah.
Can you share about how?
Well, it's always fun to be on set with someone who's this popular, like from obviously Prabhas to Shah Rukh Khan or Ranbir Kapoor. When you have like even when we were shooting for Ishq Darya and we were in Georgia near the Ukraine, we had, of course, Mitunda was with us on set because of Mahakshe. And just the popularity that he has in like spaces like Russia and these places, like it's just overwhelming to see like how much love people have for Bollywood movies. It's beautiful.
And what is your beauty success? Can you tell me about your beauty secret?
My beauty secret is natural home remedies. So whatever you can whip up in your kitchen, put it on your face. It's going to be better for you than I think, at least, buying expensive skin creams. But I do that too. But yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Recently, Vidya Balan come out and she said that she also faced a casting couch in the industry. What do you want to say regarding that?
I think every woman has faced some kind of a sexual harassment, and I feel like talking about it after so many years. Of course, it's freeing for you to finally speak up and say this has happened to me. It would have probably been more effective to say it there and then, but like obviously, who has this courage when you're being offended in such a personal way from someone who has so much more power over you? I think it's more healing for you to speak up about it than it is for the person to get convicted. So I feel something that in India needs to be more accepted is therapy, and to talk to someone about it rather than just exploding once you had enough, which we all could at some point, and thanks to all the women and men also who've spoken up about the Me Too movement and these things in Bollywood. Things have changed a lot, so it's great that people have spoken up. But I think things have changed because men are like scared, and women too. Like this happens to boys as well, and it shouldn't be because they're scared. But I wish they would just realize that this is just wrong in any industry, in any scenario, to offend someone who doesn't have as much power as you, and you're. It's just really wrong. So please don't do it.
You also work hard and you work so much hard in this film industry.
Yeah.
Have you gone any wrong things? Would you like to share anything?
Where can I start?
At one point you can share it with us.
No, I love to give people a second chance, and I would wish that the people who have done things wrong, and there are like so many spectrums, to just say I'm sorry, and like I own up to it, and like you can do that in a very personal way. You don't have to go on TV and say like, guys, I've done these things and like I'm really sorry. Of course, that would set an amazing example for all the other people if you would do that. But even if you just, send a message or call up the person that you've offended, it's really, it's going to heal people too. So I think that's what I would wish for from the people who have maybe acted a little wrong with me, that they would just say, look, I know it was wrong, so I'm sorry, and like, I'm trying, like, I'm not like this anymore, because we have all done wrong things, and like, we should all call up someone or the other and say, hey, what I did wasn't right. But there are things that of course are a bit more painful, so I wish like people would just have the guts, to say, I'm sorry about this.
Okay, last question I will ask. Recently, we have seen a lot of problem in our country, like water, Save
Yeah.
the Water campaign. Our Prime Minister also take
Yes.
this initiative. What is your take on that?
I have just turned vegan because I realized how much water is used for meat production. Dairy as well. Meat industry and dairy industry are using insane amounts of water. Did you even know this? Like, if you start researching, you'll find that. So if you cut out milk products and of course meat from your diet, you're gonna save a lot of water. So why don't try that?
Thank you so much for talking to us. And 500 crore this film.
Well, let's go for 1,000.
Thank you so much talking to us.
Thank you.
क्यों बोला रे?
Thank you.
खर्चा हुआ ना किसी को? मैं लग गया हूँ।
Thank you.